First up, this week in supporting our troops. Congressional Republicans are attempting to block legislation that will protect members of the military from predatory loans. Because why should our troops be deprived of the chance to fall into crushing debt just like every other American?
Right. Yeah.
Right. What's going on here? It's like, I know the Republicans like to carry the water for big bank, but now they're throwing the water in the face of soldiers of all people.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I don't put anything by John Boehner and his crowd, but I got to tell you, this is a particularly nasty piece of business. Don't want to get into the weeds too much on this, but basically, here's the thing. The Pentagon has been trying for 10 years to stop these predatory loans to military people.
Yeah.
Right? And they finally get it passed. Congress finally passes it, right? And now the Republicans want to roll it back and delay it a year. It's really despicable, particularly from these people who are always, putting the flag pin on and waving the flag and saying, we support our troops.
They are disgusting, terrible people. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Yes. I've never seen anything like it. And this is what they do. They always sneak bills in. It's a national defense bill. It's something that's supposed to authorize defense of the country and defense of soldiers. And then in the fine print, they sneak in this thing about loans. And they do it because they know members of Congress don't read anything. Right?
Yeah. And so, but here's the update. The good news is there's good news and the bad news. The good news is it didn't get out of committee. They voted on it, and it was voted down 32 to 30. But it was still that close. There were still 32 people against it. The bad news is it's like one of those zombie bills, kind of like The Walking Dead, and it could come back in 2 weeks when they vote on the whole bill.
It's definitely going to come back because they like to pick. Republicans like to pick on the vulnerable, and soldiers are especially vulnerable. We don't think of them as vulnerable because they're so tough and strong, but they're also poor, they're underpaid, they're overworked, and you're like in Afghanistan somewhere, and then they bring you a laptop and say, hey, wouldn't you like this laptop they dangle in front of you? Wouldn't you like to talk to your kids? All you have to do is sign the paperwork, and they give you a mafia-style interest rate of 300%. 300%. I know dope dealers in my neighborhood that had better interest rates than that, man.
Wait. You've got dope dealers who give it to you on credit? That is
moving on.
Where do you live?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just strike all that from the record. But no, it's bad. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
seen the commercials?
Yeah, I've seen the commercials. They're flag waving. They also get the commanders who come in. But here's the thing: this is not just isolated to these banks. The big banks, Citibank, J.P. Morgan, they were all just fined, and they had to do a settlement of over $123 million because they had illegal forfeitures of the mortgages that they were coming after for people who were off in Afghanistan and Iraq. Wow. It's despicable. I mean, for me, it's the height of hypocrisy that you ask people to say, go protect us from ISIS, but don't expect us to protect you from MasterCard or Visa. Hey, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click here for more videos.
And make sure to catch new episodes Friday at 9 p.m. on HuffingtonPost.com.